Okay, get ready. I'm done. I don't get like this very often, but I'm just done. I am so done with all of the inept bullshit that comes from the left and their leadership. My question to all of you so-called righteous idiots on the left, the leaders, and frankly, 90% of the people that follow these idiots is, where have you been for the last 4 years? Where has the indignation and the demand been? Especially for, let's just take the one topic right now, Jeffrey Epstein. You had those files for 4 years. Isn't it interesting how you never did anything with those files for 4 years? Obviously, if there was anything in there that could affect Donald Trump, you certainly would have released it prior to the election, right? You didn't do that. So there's nothing in there about Trump. Okay, so let's just put that to bed. But your absolute indignation and demands for anything, well, it's absolutely idiotic. Why didn't you do it? You had it for 4 years. You had the entire file for 4 years. So how come you didn't do anything about it? How come you didn't release it to the American people, right? Oh, but see, you don't think about the things that you haven't done, right? So the Epstein file. How come you didn't let us know about Joe Biden? Sitting president who was incompetent, who was incapable emotionally and psychologically to do the job. How come you didn't do that? How come you didn't tell the American people about that? Oh, right, because it would have prevented you from having power, right? Yeah. The economy. You destroyed the economy. Where is your accountability for that? So that's the third thing. Where is your accountability for that? Oh, and of all of the things that have transpired in the last 6 months, the amount of money that you, pathetic, incompetent, crooked, evil leaders have done is spend trillions of American taxpayer dollars on bullshit. Yeah, bullshit. You're the reason this country is in the state that it is in. You, the Democratic Party, your lies, your hypocrisy, your hate, your incompetency, your gaslighting, you are the reason this country is in the state that it is. And you get on and you actually say things like, the president is a rapist. The president is whatever you decide to come out of your mouth. You see, you're not even worthy of the offices that you hold, because you've done nothing except one thing: line your own pockets. That's what you're really great at. No accountability. You have zero accountability for all of the failures that you and your party and your president and the president before Obama, you take no accountability for any of it. And yet, miraculously, Donald Trump has all of this power. He even can control the weather. Oh my God, the man is truly Jesus Christ on earth. You are the most despicable, incompetent, inept, evil liars, and you have zero concern about what happens to the American people, which includes your own party supporters. See, you don't care about anybody. You care about yourself. You care about yourself and your money and your control, and to hell with everything else, including to hell with the United States of America, because you're just not interested. If you were, quote unquote, the party that fixes everything, why didn't you do it in the 4 years that Biden was in charge? See, you couldn't. You couldn't. And so what happened? The worst inflation that we've ever had. A president that didn't even know where he was. A wife and a felon son in the Oval Office conducting cabinet meetings. Oh, but where's your outrage on that? Where's your outrage on that? None. You have none. Because you're incompetent. And more than that, you're dangerous and you're reckless with the safety and the lives of the American people. You're despicable, every single one of you. Schumer, Jeffries, Pelosi, Clinton. I could go on and on and on. I can't think of one reasonable left politician, with the exception of one, and I would have never in my wildest dreams thought he would be the one lone voice of rationality, and that's the gentleman from Pennsylvania. I will be astounded if any of you ever step up to the plate and take accountability for all of your failures. See, but it's so much easier for you to just blame everybody else. You had the Epstein files for 4 years. Why didn't you let them go? Why didn't you release them? Maybe it's the same reason that Trump will not release them. Maybe there is something in there that really is too dangerous for all of us to know. What's the other logical explanation for it then? Oh, but you're going to just continue to say, why doesn't he release them? Well, why didn't you do it for 4 years, you sack of shits? Every single one of you disgust me. And you shouldn't be in the offices that you have because of your lack of leadership and your lack of competency. And you're evil. The people that support you, have you watched what they've been saying about the poor little girls in Texas? Oh no, all you say is that it's Donald Trump's fault. God, you give that man so much power. He now has the ability to control the weather. Congratulations, you really have made him immortal.